the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Myers' kick is good, and the gap closes to 14 points.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Bronk. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Jones on the ground. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 42. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Jones reels it in. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
When he can't evade the coverage team for much, they stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Walker on the counter. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stephon Gilmore stopping that play.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Get all the way! Make them jump offside! Get out!
Number 17. Caught by Lockett. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense.
Here's Walker running right. He's got a gain of 6 there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Gain of 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. From the 31. That's complete right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. The Seahawks took the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. First and 10 now from the 30. Set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing here, Darnold. We'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play. Down to around the 39 before he stopped. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Looking out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. To throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Throwing the out route complete. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 19. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. The defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
And he's going to have the touchdown. Let's see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
They took us to the cleaner.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Off the play fake, he'll throw. They did it! He made the interception! Rick Woolen with the ENT. And the Seahawks have some new life in the 4th. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a 3rd long, and that, in large part, Parker, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, You know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Connection made to Smith and Jigba. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much